Saint Cuthbert, Wonderworker of Lindisfarne. March 20th. A Northumbrian shepherd receives a divine vision, leading him to a life of monastic service and solitary prayer. Yet he is repeatedly called to lead the church. A heads up in the spirit of transparency. Please be advised that this content may include ascetic extremes, demonic temptations. In the land of Northumbria, around the year 634, St. Cuthbert was born. His early years were spent tending sheep, a humble occupation that prepared his heart for divine encounter. In 651, while watching his flock by night, a profound vision came to him. He saw a brilliant light in the sky, and a choir of angels descended, then reascended, carrying a radiant soul. He later learned that Saint Aidan, the holy bishop of Lindisfarne, had reposed at that very moment. This sign inspired Cuthbert to dedicate his life to God, and he entered the monastery at Old Melrose. At Melrose, Cuthbert received instruction from Abbot Eda and Prior Boycel. He committed himself to prayer, fasting, and the study of Holy Scripture. He became an example of monastic virtue. His zeal extended beyond the monastery walls. He traveled on foot and horseback to remote villages, some still holding to pagan ways, to preach the gospel. His gentle manner and steadfast faith led many to Christ. Following the Synod of Whitby in 664, which established Roman practices in the Northumbrian Church, Cuthbert accepted the decision with humility. He was appointed prior of the monastery on Lindisfarne. There, he guided the brethren in the new observances while preserving the spiritual depth of the Celtic tradition. Despite his work as a prior, Cuthbert longed for a life of solitude and unceasing prayer. In 676, he received the abbot's blessing to live as a hermit. He first withdrew to a small, isolated island near Lindisfarne. Seeking deeper seclusion, he moved to the more remote Inner Farne Island. There, he built a small cell and an oratory. He lived a life of severe austerity, engaging in prayer vigils that included standing in the sea throughout the night. Accounts tell of otters warming his feet after these vigils, and of birds nesting in his hands. He also endured battles against demonic temptations. In 684, Cuthbert's solitude was interrupted when the Synod of Twyford elected him Bishop of Hexham. He was reluctant to leave his hermitage, accepting the position only after a personal appeal from King Ecgfrith of Northumbria. He soon arranged to exchange sees with Saint Eda, becoming the Bishop of Lindisfarne, the community he had served for many years. He fulfilled his episcopal duties with the same zeal he had shown as a missionary, caring for the poor, visiting his flock, and continuing his ascetic practices. After 2 years, foreseeing his death, he returned to his hermitage on Inner Farne Island. He reposed in the Lord on March 20th, 687, after receiving the Holy Mysteries from the Abbot of Lindisfarne. 11 years after his repose, in 698, the monks decided to move his remains to a new shrine within the church at Lindisfarne. When they opened the coffin, they found his body incorrupt, as if he were sleeping. His vestments were also fresh, and his joints remained flexible. This discovery marked the beginning of his formal veneration as a saint. Due to repeated Viking raids, the monastic community of Lindisfarne fled the island in 875, carrying with them the holy relics of St. Cuthbert and the Lindisfarne Gospels. For over a century, the community journeyed through Northumbria before settling at Durham in 995. A great cathedral was built to house the saint's relics, which became a significant pilgrimage site in medieval England. His relics were examined on multiple occasions over the centuries and were consistently found incorrupt.